We're live. We're live. Collingwood versus Carlton. Here we go. 2 days away. Saturday night. Fucking huge game. Huge game, ladies and gentlemen. Where are we at? Where are our heads at? Glass half full for today, for the weekend? We chance? Are the Pies a chance or what? Are the Pies a chance? What are we saying? Do I think the Pies are a chance? I think we match up pretty well against... I think we match up pretty well against Carlton. I'll be honest, I'm more confident about this game than I am compared to the Hawthorn game. Call me crazy. Does anybody else agree? Are you more confident going into this game than you are or than you were against Hawthorn? Because I remember my feelings going into that game against Hawthorn. The champ is here. Steve-O, how you going? What's happening? Oh, Conan also says the other champ is here. Mind of Own, how are you? Well, where's the psychology at for this game, Mind of Own? Tell me. Ruddy. Here he is. How are you, buddy? Good to have you. Hey, mate, I got a shot for you, a stat for you that I use. Yeah, Kev, what stat have you got, mate? I'm all ears. Champs here. Beat Carlton scum. Do it for Pendles. Justify your confident tone. Justify your confidence tone in relation to me thinking we're more of a chance against Carlton relative to Hawthorn. I think the reason why I think that is I think we play we can play a contested, grunted game, and Carlton invite that sort of game as well. I think matchups-wise in the midfield, Pendles does really well on Cripps. Historically, in the last 10 matches, I don't know what the stat is, but we perform well against Carlton. We play well against them. I don't know how else. When you have a mental edge over a team, that goes a long way. I just think Hawthorn moved the ball too well. Carlton can score from defensive half as well. We know that, but I think this is when the game tightens up and it becomes more finals-like, it's going to be contested. Okay. What's wrong? What's wrong, Dad? Why are you saying fuck for? Matty Mac, 4 games to go. Let's fucking go. Couldn't have said it better myself. Gonna call it Pendles. 2 goals and mixed day 4. That should be a winning result, right? In Scott Pendlebury's milestone games, we're 7 wins and 1 loss. Yeah, I saw that one, actually. I did see that one, Kevy. Big Kev. G'day, Anthony. Just a bit confused. Is there no predicted lineup? Don't remember seeing it. Sorry if you did. I haven't been doing a predicted lineup. I couldn't do the Pies Footy Show this week. I'm just trying to balance myself and make sure I'm not spending too much time and draining myself. That's the logic behind missing some shows and the reasoning behind missing some shows and missing some, cool little graphics. More available players to beat our Carlton enemies. Yeah, we've lost our last. Yeah, sure, we've lost our last 3. Oh, well, we beat the Tigers. I don't know if you obviously don't count that, so I understand. We play well against Carlton. We beat them most recently. If you look at the Hawthorn game, we barely beat them in the first game. So on that alone, how could have we been confident going into that game against Hawthorn? And look what ends up happening. The going kicking goals from 60 at training, I heard. So is he in, Matty? Is that your inside scoop? He's in. The Goey is in 101%. That's what you reckon. That's what you know. Who told ya? Who told ya? So, Bo McCreary hopefully comes in. I don't think Kruger did not make it through concussion protocol, which is unfortunate because I would have liked to have seen Kruger play in the back line. with Darcy Moore. Put him on Kerno. That's what I've been saying. The Goey needs surgery, man. Our season will be finished off at some point. Digsby, how you going? Welcome, Digsby. D-Mac, Schultz, Elliott, Bobby will overwhelm their defense. Only one quality defender, the rest average. Hello, Manny. If the boys don't get up this week for Pendles, I will smash every TV in the house. Hey, we need a rev up from you, Manny. We need a rev up. Put the Hosk on Wiedering. Wiedering will kill him. Digsby. Wiedering will kill Hosk and Elliott. I think the guy could play. It's whether Fly wants to risk a major injury. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. What's have we got a press conference? Yeah, we've got a press conference. We've got a press conference to watch. My man Manny says Steve is long a tagger. I'd prefer Pendles to run with Cripps rather than Ned Long. We are good enough. We are good enough. Milestones don't mean anything. They mean something. They mean something, but it doesn't last the entirety of the game. Probably not. Probably not. Share screen. Share screen. Let's watch Fly McRae. How many cliches? All right. Let's make a bit of fun out of this, okay? Let's let me open up the YouTubes. Let's go your channel. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna put a poll up before we watch the conference. How many cliche? Start a poll. How many cliches will Fly say in this press conference? I'll go under 3.5 or over 3.5. Get voting. Get voting. Over, under. What are we saying? Okay, there's quite a few got the overs on that. Check this tweet knocking Pendles. What was said? What was said? So 15 votes. The overs are going crazy. All right, let's watch it. Let's watch it. Share screen. Share screen. Share. Okay. All right. Let's do it.
Craig, all about Pendles this week. What can you tell us
With me, I'm just going to full screen it.
about what you've seen from the man throughout his time?
Oh, it's an incredible player. 19 years doing this at the highest levels it's remarkable. And I think he's the first to get to 400, the quickest to 400. And we're going to celebrate him this week internally, and then ideally celebrate him on Saturday night.
Is he the most professional player you've ever seen?
Yeah, I'd say it'd be hard to find others that would rival that. Professionalism, one thing, but I think just be able to manage his body and then play at the highest level, and play with such intensity for so long. Unbelievable.
Craig, we know a lot about Scott as a player. What something we don't necessarily know?
Yeah, I think I got asked this last week in particular, and it's probably the family stuff that I've seen in recent years. Having his kids into team meetings and Alex and the broader Pendlebury family, that I think he's really revelled in that at this stage of his career. So the kids come to all the team meetings and he's really invested in his family. So something that he should be really proud of.
Right, you can understand the speed and intensity of the game at the highest level. Scott seems to always just have so much time to always make the right decisions. What is it about the way that he operates that he's been able to do that and he's still doing that now at 3.99?
Yeah, he has the ability to stop time out there, doesn't he? He's sort of, you can have it that way and I'll go that way, and then no, I'm going back that way. And they all fall for it. They still do. And, he's just, maybe it's his basketball background, I'm not sure, but his decision-making and ability to stop time has been such an asset for him. And hence why, the game hasn't caught up to him in speed-wise. He's always found time and space.
You spoke about having a contract next year, wants to play on. What does his leadership mean to his club? To have him again?
Yeah, you'd be amazed on field what he does. Even subbing him out on the weekend to protect him for next week. He's there just so invested in others, and then he's calling shots. He says, "Oh, what about this, coach? What about that? Look at that." He's just so in tune with what we need, and to have an asset like that on the field, every club would die for it.
Is he basically an on-field coach?
Oh, he's more than that. He's more than that. Yeah, like he sees things before we see it. He comes off in games going, "Oh, did you see what's happening there?" So I didn't see it. He goes, "Oh, well, this is happening there." Because he's out living it and really close to the action. And not only that, he's directing. So, this week, if you do nothing else, go watch him. He orchestrates everything.
Can you rate the record for the all-time games in the AFL?
What is the record?
432.
Oh, wow, that seems so far away. Just enjoy 400, huh?
In 2011, he was already non-Smith medalist, and you had just joined the club. What were your earliest memories when you came to Collingwood, Scott?
Yeah, he was this young guy that just seemed like he just would do everything in his power to be the best player he could be, and on and off the field. And I just saw this incredible fit guy that would be first into the club and last to leave, and just exploring new ways to improve himself. And as a head of development at that time, and he was heading towards I think 80 odd games or something. The way he could inspire others just by, I said, young player, young Jamie Elliott, go watch Pendle's train. Young Darcy Moore, go watch Pendle's train. Ask him what he's done. I rolled my ankle. Well, go ask Pendles how you fix it. He hasn't missed games. So those things have certainly been, able to inspire others or be a great role model for others.
Are you surprised that he has been able to last so long, considering how much the game has changed since then, though?
The speed of the game keeps getting faster. I think that's back to the other point. He has the ability to slow the game down and orchestrate the game of how he wants it to be played. So anyone that plays 400 games has done something remarkably well, and longevity is testament to that. And I'm not surprised at what I see, but 400 games is a lot of games.
Can we expect to see Jordan De Goey out there with him celebrating each other?
Oh, this is what I like about early press conferences. It's too far out. I'm still unsure. I really am. I think our medical team's unsure, which is probably puts in the grey category.
Are there any needs of surgery in the season?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Are there any players within your four walls or outside the four walls that you see, as the next Pendlebury that you covering that he's got similar sort of traits?
I think it's unique, Pendles, and it's unfair to compare others to others. I think we're all learning a lot. We'd love to have young players aspire to be the on-field leader that he is. He's role modelling that for many of our young leaders, and I'll let him be the uniqueness of his own, and we all try to get a little bit of our own from him.
How important is this game, Craig, when you consider the rivalry with Carlton?
Yeah.
Such a big day for Scott and his family, and also you're likely need a win to qualify.
Yeah, I think you know me well enough. I don't really want to talk up games, but this is a big game. This is the one that we write down in our calendar, and we want to turn up for this one. So if you're an about going to the game this week, Collingwood supporters, stop. Get to the game. We've got one of our greatest ever players celebrating a huge milestone against our biggest rival. Come on. What are you doing? Get to the game.
Sense in the group now that they're up for it.
Oh, yeah, there's a buzz. There's a buzz. Only because, there's an excitement of what is coming, and everyone wants to play in this game for Pendles. All those guys that may be a little bit sore, they've maybe a little bit of less ice this week. Everyone's up for this game, yeah.
Going to his decision to play on next year, when did you arrive at that decision? How did you get there?
Well, I'm not quite there yet, to be honest. I haven't had that conversation with Pendles. We have ongoing ones. I wasn't aware that there was it was that category, but I'm sure this time those things are happening. So, no, funnily enough, I'll try to catch up with him last week. I don't really want to do it this week with the big game, but we catch up regularly to talk about where he's at, mind, body, spirit, all those things.
Just some of the players that wanting to play this weekend, McCreary, Markov and Kruger. Have you got an idea if they're going to be available by the end of the week?
Yeah, a bit more certain about those three. They trained over the weekend and trained well. So here we are on Tuesday, so there's a bit of time, but all going to plan, those 3 would be available for selection.
Do you have a time frame on some of the other players in terms of contracts into next year still sign a lot of these types? Just a time frame on when you will make some of those calls?
No, it's now. Really, we're discussing that now. You get to August, and time is of the essence for those things. So those discussions are had regularly, but this is, in my mind, where those things start to get a bit pointier. I'm not part of the contract stuff, so that's why I'm not aware of things like that, but I'm part of discussion.
Is part of those conversations staggering up some of these older players rather than all of them leaving at the same time and potentially doing the whole?
Yeah, I spoke to Mick Malthouse about that halfway through the year about how do you retire your grades, and one of his suggestions was stagger it. Again, we're living it. It's all varied. I don't really have a particular model to right now settle into, other than let's just take this week by week and then assess everyone on their own merits.
Just reviewing the Richmond game, how important was getting a bit of a taste of close to your best footy to building confidence for this weekend?
Yeah, I said post-game we're really proud of moving our game to a different place and about how we went about that. We wanted more predictability in the way we moved the ball, and we trained it all week. Our coaches coached it really hard, and then we got some really positive numbers around that. Our time in forward half was the best for a long time. Our pressure was the best since round 13. A lot of things sort of flowed off that, and we're about to do a review and bring all that stuff to life and reward that behaviour. Because
Digsby, give it a rest. Have a rest, Digsby. Keep the hands off your phone, off your keyboard. Just have a rest. We'll talk in a second, man. Give it a break.
At the moment, it's not quite a trend yet. It was a 1 week thing, so we want to make that a bit more of a pattern.
Do you think Mason Cox played a key role in that coming back in? Just you look so much better structured.
Yeah. We haven't had a key to kick it to for a number of weeks. But feedback from the players in particular was just nice to have someone 7 foot tall to kick it to. And again, that adds layers to the predictability, which the team played a lot more like.
Any early week text coming in, Bossy yet?
I haven't heard from Bossy for a few weeks. No, I might leave it this week. No, we don't like each other this week.
Can you draw on that game early in the season, 3 months ago, but you had a really good win against them that night?
Yeah. No, we do. We reflect on lots of stuff like that. But again, how many weeks ago was that? There's so many things change in terms of form and other related things. But there's some things we did in that game we particularly want to bring to the table again.
Just on Danny Sutton's game, how have you seen him strengthen the team up since he's
Well, you see a guy that can really clunk the ball, and he's got movement and agility, and it's so important to be able to kick it to a guy that can win one-on-one contests. And not degrading what we had, but we've had a lot of smalls playing key roles. So he's hard on himself. He kicked 3 goals, and someone that's really straightening us up. Become really, really vital to what we want to do.
Just on the tightness of the competition, Craig, do you see the tightness with the potential of the 8-point swing games? Is that a help or a hindrance to you heading into the back half of?
We're really in a match play situation, aren't we? Us versus whoever we're playing. That's reality. We can't look any further than that. I did look at the ladder Sunday afternoon for the first time for a long while, and I did notice a lot of people on the same percentage. So you talk about little things. It's amazing how much those little things will matter this year.
What do we make of that? What do we think? He did say it is a big game, so he didn't shy away from that. But did he say it was a big game because it was Pendle's 400th, or because this is do or die for the Pies, literally? Mick, I saw your comment. I wrote it down. You saw the Pommy podcast the other day. Fuck, he is funny. He is one funny. I mean, Pommish people have this tongue that I'm envious of. Let's put it that way. Stav, Blue Broad was good. Meeting Terry. We talked a lot over the phone, but it was the first time we met face to face, and he's an awesome bloke. We hung out for a few hours after the interview as well, and we're very like-minded. So, shout out to Terry and Pommy. Digsby, guys, I love Digsby. I do. Digsby, where are you? I love you. Sometimes you get a bit trigger happy on the keyboard. I love your passion. I do, and I appreciate it because there's different types of passion. But sometimes a little bit too much on the keyboard, brother. You know. But I'll still protect you. I vouch for you. I vouch for you, brother. But it was less cliche. I think maybe the words got to fly. That is a little bit too much on the cliches. Did we get the overs or the unders? What would you say? Was it over 3.5 or under 3.5 cliches? What do you think? All right. I've got another poll because I want to know if my feelings are reciprocated. Were you more confident going into Carlton this weekend or Hawks a couple weeks ago? Which one were you more confident? Here we go. So I've just put a poll up. Were you more confident going into Carlton this weekend or Hawks a couple weeks ago? I feel like, for me as well, it's also Carlton. Do you think we're going to beat Carlton? I have more. I mean, like, he's not saying anything outrageous, Kynan. He's just speaking his mind. Whether he's right or wrong, cool. He's wrong to an extent. He does milk it, but that's okay. Do you think? Yeah, I think we're more of a chance. Timmy, McStay and Cox straighten us up perfectly. Well, Cox definitely straightens us up, Tim. With Cameron Moore, we need to bring in Frampton or Dean to have two pillars against the Blues. What do you think, Ant? Well, Cox is one pillar. I'll stop. Let me read that question again. Let me answer that properly. McStay and Cox straightens us up perfectly. With Cameron Moore, we need to bring in Frampton. Yeah, well, it would have been nice to have Kruger. It really would have been nice to have Kruger. But if I had to choose, I'd like to bring Dean in, but Dean would have to play on Curnow. He couldn't play on Mackay. Just from looking at his game against the Bulldogs, he got killed against Darcy. So I'm just a bit mindful of that. Respectfully, I don't want Frampton in. But, yeah. Yeah. We have been the Hawks bitches for decades. It happens. True. Carlton supporters are shitting themselves. Poor kick for goal that day didn't help. Shocking weather, though. Yeah. Coxie's underrated as hell. I'm sick of it. Yeah, he's good. He's good. I think I've come to learn that we do need Coxie in our team. For as long as we don't have another genuine ruckman, we need Cox in our team. We're all pious here, Steve-O. Watch Nick Dacos light it up for Pendles this week. He loves him. We love you, Manny. Manny, we need you in the post-game show after the game. For better or worse, we need you in there. Frampton on Mackay, more to Curnow. Hopefully minimal free kick. Curnow nonsense. Curveball, McStay on Curnow. It's one stretch too far because we need forwards as well, Stab, don't we? Do you think Carlton deliberately left Mackay on the ground? Probably not, man. Probably not. That last Darcy goal was a fluke. Cox broke the cobwebs last week. He loves schooling the Blues. Let's see more of it. Let's have a look. What's Mason Cox's history against Carlton like? Let's see. AFL tables. Mason Cox. Let's have a look at his history. So Carlton. Mason Cox is 9-3 against Carlton. And he's kicked 10 goals, 9 behind. So nearly a goal a game. It's probably one of his better records, right? He's got a pretty good record overall, to be fair. What's he got? He's got where's his winning record? I can't see it. I'm blind. 76 wins, 47 losses. It's a 61% win rate when Cox plays. Ed Allen in or nah? I'm going to say no. Do like Coxie, good for structure. The big Roo looking dangerous though. Yeah, Kynan, 55 hit-outs is massive. Kicked a goal. He's been looking really good. And in the games I've seen him play at VFL level, he's been unreal. Darcy Moore, Mackay, and Howe on Kerner. I think that's going to be a problem with Jeremy Howe because Kerner loves engaging in one-on-one contests, and Jeremy Howe is not a one-on-one player. Sorry, I did that. What the fuck? Is Kruger still under protocols? I think so, man. I think so, Mick. Yeah, last couple stages. Cox, round 11, one of his best ever games. Even Corns said so. What is Mason Cox's best game for the football club outside of Richmond versus Collingwood 2018? Let me find out. Let me see. Let's have a look. Mason Cox. What was his best game? Maybe I can narrow it down to what was his best game against Carlton. Let's see. Team. Opponent. Here we go. Carlton. Okay. Has he ever gotten any coaches' votes against Carlton? No. What's the most he's scored against Carlton? He's had 5 scoring shots before, 2 goals in one game. What about here? Carlton. He's kicked. No, 2 goals is his best. 2 goals is his best. Need to stick tackles this week. Blues can't handle the pressure. 2 top 4 tackling teams coming up against each other. So it'll be interesting. Here's what a journo posted about Pendles. Void, I think you might be posting a link that I can't see. Can you quote it or paraphrase it? We do have a hard couple final matches. Big Roo concussed. Such a shame. Been excellent. Unfortunately, Roo's out with concussion. We're the only team that gives a shit about concussion protocol. It's an interesting one, isn't it? I don't think so, Tim. Actually, I don't think so. I think Howe is a interceptor and he struggles in one-on-one contests. And Kerner's the best, if not the best, one-on-one forward player. If Cox stands up, we'll win. If not, it will be flaccid. Everyone needs a big Cox. I like it, Troy. Kerner would make Howe look every bit his age. You don't put a 34-year-old on a prime Kerner. Cox kicked 6. Okay. All right, I'm just going to pop up. What's his best goals return? He kicked 5, Mick. You're close. He kicked 5 against the D's in 2018. He had 16 disposals. Wow. In 2022, Cox had 21 disposals against Melbourne and a goal. And then against GWS in 2023, round 9, he had 19 disposals and 2 goals, which is massive. And he got the coaches' votes for both those games. Okay. Scott Pendlebury, about to play game 400, has never played on an AFL game at Cardinia Park or in Tassie. Throw in Alice, Springs, Cairns, Ballarat, and Darwin. Must be nice. Yeah, it must be nice, but it is what it is, right? There you go. Cox best on in the GWS round 9 game last year. Cox has had some big Queen's birthday clashes. Yeah, there we go. So you guys are well ahead. You're well ahead of me. I had to look into it. You guys are better, well-researched Collingwood fans than I am. I'm still learning, guys. We should beat Carlton, bro. They're punching above their weight. Free kick, Kerner will get their frees regardless. Everyone's saying free kick Kerner, but I think his forward craft is just what earns him those free kicks. I don't know if he's a merchant. Doesn't help when his arms were slapped and held. Callum Brown on Kerner or Mackay. There you go, Rick. You don't run far lap on a shit paddock with no one watching. It's so true. You don't put him there. That's the fact. That's the fact, isn't it? So we got 19 minutes till the fucking teams get released. What have I got? What other stream or what other content? There you go, Manny. 250 game milestone for Treloar. Fair play to him. Let's have a look at this one. Pendle's teammates reflect on his best on-field moments. Let's have a look at that. Give me 1 second. Let me share this screen. That's a stage. Here we go.
Favourite on-field moment for Pendles? To be honest, the first one that came to mind is him bouncing the ball on the pigeon.
Straight away, the pigeon comes to mind. Maybe when he bounced the ball on the bird, that was pretty cool.
Oh, Pendles, got the ball, thought he'd change the pace a little bit, centre half forward, as a looking 50, no options yet. I've got to take more ground. Bang, bounce, pigeon. Whoa. Don't know what happened after that. I kind of blacked out.
One of my favourite on-field memories with Scott, there's so many, but I think there's a goal that he kicked, I think it was against North Melbourne at Marvel Stadium maybe 2 years ago, where he just was sort of falling over, sold candy, and he just sort of spun around on a dime, and just kicked this goal on his left foot. Might have even been his right foot. And you almost just laugh in those moments when he just finds a way to perfectly sum up a situation.
It was well documented before I'd kicked my first goal that I hadn't kicked one in my first 30 odd games, and there was a bunch of games where I remember him distinctly almost going out of his way to try and find me with a handball. So I think that was pretty cool for me. I think, obviously idolising him as a kid for a little bit there, and then him actually trying to help me kick my first goal, which I thought was pretty cool.
Hard to beat winning the flag with Pendles.
When the siren went for last year's grand final, you could just see the raw emotion on his face. I think he dropped to his knees. He sort of saluted to his family in the crowd, and I think it just summed up a career's worth of hard work, which he was absolutely rapt that we could get over the line.
I remember his goal when I was young, I think in the prelim against Geelong on his right foot. That's a pretty iconic goal, I think, for me, being a Collingwood fan growing up. Just prime Pendles on the opposite from 50. So that's a good memory I've got. And then on field, my favourite memory of Pendles is probably when he kicked the goal in his 350th against Adelaide, and we all swamped him. I think it was his first goal of the year, and it was late in the year, so the Fossil got one, which was good.
When he broke the most disposals ever, just amazing to see. To be watching him before I came to the club, and then for him to still be playing at such an elite level for so long, and just the reward that night for all of his hard work.
Now he gets it. Possessed the Sharon more times than anyone in the history of our game.
It's been well documented that I had him as my background when I came in before I got drafted. So I don't even like to say that anymore because he'll use it as ammo. But yeah, obviously he's a star of the club and a star of the competition. So it's always pretty cool getting to run out there alongside an absolute champion really of the game.
Yeah, I remember when he got drafted and just thinking his first few games was could see myself in his position and just wanting to be where he was, and then just watching him from afar and then playing against him and now playing with him, I was just it's been an absolute pleasure to watch his journey.
Just appreciating how good of a player he's been for so long, more so than a moment. I'd probably go with that.
The pigeon. I remember that goal against North where he was just turned. It was Zeeble and Simpkin on a fucking dime. And the fact that he's limping to game 400. Champs, Shama. How's Sydney, lad? Bloody hell, he's 36 and getting called a fossil. I'm 59 out, making him prehistoric. Yeah, well, when you Nick Dacos, you're 21 years old, you're at the top of the game. I think that's where he comes in and says, yeah, he's a bit of a fossil. Probably just tongue-in-cheek, isn't it? He's no Buddy Franklin limping at 350 to the end. So Josh Gabler just tweeted out JDG and Bo are a lock for the game, which would be huge. That's huge. Sean Burgoyne was great to the end as well. Yeah. I think Boomer probably could have. I thought Boomer could have kept on going. That goal versus Richmond last year. Can't remember. I actually can't remember. Boomer shouldn't have been delisted though. Sydney, good man. A bad head to dinner, but got to watch football. Let's go, champ. What are you getting for dinner, lad? Some pizza or what? Some pizza or what's going on, man? Boomer Harvey. So 14 minutes till the teams are released. So we're hearing JDG. We're hearing Bo in. Let's let me create a poll. Give me 1 second. I'm going to make another poll. End poll. Start a Q&A. Who gets dropped for Bo and JDG? If they're the ones who are coming in, who gets dropped for Jordan De Goey and Bo McCreary? I think for mine, Lockie Sullivan and Harvey Harrison. That's what I think. It was a great goal. So the Unbiased Podcast members. The Unbiased Podcast. Do you have a podcast? Do you actually have a podcast? Because that's your channel name, right? Let's go, champ. Yep, both in. Boomer was stiff to be axed. So who do we think, guys? Who's out? Tyson says you played Dean this weekend to take pressure off more and allow Howe to intercept and Quinn to play that run and carry role. I don't mind that. Yep, Harvey Harrison and Sully. Harrison and Sully. Lipinski has been quiet, so he's on watch. I don't think he's ready to be dropped. I also don't think Sire Bottom's ready to be dropped. Releasing it soon. Okay, cool. Keep us in the loop. I'll be keen to have a look, mate. Be keen to have a look. Agree. So we're all in agreement. It should likely be Lockie Sullivan and Harvey Harrison. Let me see something. Sully. Is it Toy Story? No, it's Monsters Inc. Is it? I'm trying to find Monsters Inc. I'm trying to find something, a lookalike. Who's the guy from Toy Story? Scary kid. What's his name? Does he look like Lockie Sullivan? I don't know. I'm going to leave it for now. 1,000 cigarettes. You can't drop Bytel. He was great. He was really good. Sully and Harvey Harrison. Who else gets dropped for Richards? The thing is, Mick, Richards got dropped last week and was only coming in because there were injuries. Bytel was great live. Parker and Long. I thought Parker played well. 10 tackles, kicked a nice goal. Sid. That's the one. Sorry, it's Sid. Does Lockie Sullivan not look like Sid from Toy Story? Or am I tripping? Parker and Steele, maybe. Long would be great to play. Why not just play Pendles? They're both slow. Stop screen. Markov in champs? I don't think so. Sid, Toy Story, Markov in there. I don't know about that. Harvey Harrison, Ned Long. Jams. Not interested in Ned Long, huh? Long has been playing awesome. I think he's playing well. Nah, Steele was jogging at full pace on the weekend. Not his fault. He's 33. Father time just caught up with our beloved bold egg. Oh, Digsby. Digsby, what's your job? You must be so critical. Do you have a job? Just curious. Like, are you a team leader in something? You'd be the most critical person to work with. You'd be the most critical person to work with. Gaming and fun. How you going? I reckon Markov will find his way back in the team somehow. I don't know. I don't know with Markov. Like, if he gets selected, I reckon that's sus. Will Parker could be out. I reckon if Parker's out, then Markov comes in. That's where that goes. Di Mattia had like 15 touches at halftime in the VFL. I think he finished with like 21, 22. Played well. Ed Allen obviously played well. He's a fly favorite. Hey, Leggy is confirmed. A fly favorite if he plays. Not the best re-signing. Luke, how you going? You just finished watching the documentary, did you? Liza Markov lover, teacher's pet. Noble was okay. Noble was okay with his second string. If Josh Dacos is our go-to out of the back line, then that does the job. That will be good for the Pies. That would be good for the Pies. Won't drop a teammate that's shared 300 games together. Exactly. You're not gonna drop. Need to sign Ben Crocker back to the AFL. I'm surprised he hasn't been given an opportunity somewhere in AFL. He tends to find the goals at VFL level, but then you say, well, look at Finlay McRae. He looks like the best player on the field in most games in the VFL, doesn't he? But can't find his spot at AFL level yet. Maybe Josh Eyre to get baptized on fire on Mackay. I don't know. I'd rather Josh Dacos being the one to kick into the middle compared to Noble. Yep. And that's why he's there, Stab. That's why he's there. How many AFL games have you been to? In my life, a lot. A lot. Does Sullivan play this week? I don't think so. Do you think? Do you think he plays? I think there's other players that can come in and do a better job, respectfully. Respectfully. Guys, if you haven't liked this, if you haven't liked the stream, what are you doing? Are you not enjoying the stream? Like the video, please, if you're enjoying it.
Mary spent so long comparing household.
Give us likes, more likelihood Collingwood are going to win. Let's go. Let's manifest. Will Collingwood beat Carlton this week? Bang. There's 54 of us. I need to see everybody liking or pressing yes in this poll. We need to start manifesting this. Let's start manifesting, huh? Yes. Needs to be all yeses. 54 of us, 57 of us. It's yeses all the way through. What are our predictions? Predictions. What are we saying? How much do Collingwood win by? Paul says, take off your T-shirt for a like. We need to play young players. It's a necessity. He's been playing forward in the two, so I don't know if he necessarily goes to the back line. Got to keep Josh on the flanks in the back line. Noble could play on Owies, true. Chris, how you going? Pies by 10 for SB10. Love that. 10 goals? Steve-O, 10 goals or 10 points? Do you think we could beat Carlton or Sydney? I think we can beat Carlton. And Sydney are in the shitter at the moment, aren't they? How many soft free kicks we're going to get this week? Unbiased, 8 more free kicks. Sorry, Skip. I honestly can't see us losing with how big the game is for Pendle's legacy. I don't think the goal will get up, just my feeling. Pies by 4 goals, Pies by 2. Win by 28, comfortable win for once. I thought the game against Richmond was a comfortable win, no? Pies by 18. I feel like if we win, we're back. We can get excited. We can get excited. I hope Fly plays Krugs back as per your suggestion. Me too, but I think we have to wait another week, Luke, because he's didn't pass or hasn't passed protocol yet in concussion, unfortunately. Pies by 25. Coxzilla to produce a clunkathon. Oh, God. I was scared. As I was reading that, I didn't know where that was going. Mick. 1 out of the box from Will Hoskin Elliott. 4 goals. The hyphen is due. So what? Let's go to the Hosk. Let's find out a bit more about Hoskin Elliott. Can somebody beat me to what is the most amount of goals Hosk has kicked in a game? What is the most amount of goals Will Hoskin Elliott has kicked in a game? Let's see. I reckon I'll beat you to it. Hold on. I'll give you guys a chance. What's the most he's kicked? There you go. 6 versus Freo. Digsby, Boomer. Luke says 5. Gaming and fun. The teams come out in 4 minutes. So he's kicked 6 against Freo. In 2014 for GWS, he kicked 5. In 2012, he kicked 4. How many times has he got to 10 coaches' votes? He got 9 coaches. The most coaches' votes he's gotten for Collingwood is 5 coaches' votes in that game where he kicked 6. I don't mind him. I don't mind Hoskin Elliott. He does the job. He does the job for Collingwood. He's asked to do a job wherever it is, and he gets it done. Got his badge, love Hosky. Yep. 3 minutes till the teams come out. 3 minutes till the teams come out. Boomer, how you going, mate? What did you say before? You said something about Mo. Shave off the Mo for a Pies win. Mate, this is the only speckle of masculinity that I have attached to me right now. I can't grow this. I don't have any chest hair. I have barely any hair on my arms. I need this. And like this as an excuse for a goatee. I need it. Can't do it. We must win. We'll see, Lance. We'll see, Lance. We will see. Bruz to start a fight. 100%. Bruzzy doesn't mind playing against Carlton either, to be fair. Imagine that. SB to kick the winning goal and take off his shirt. He's got a rig. Was my dad's whipping boy for 3 years. What does that mean? People forget how potent he was playing forward in 2018. Do you think Quaynor will get dropped this week? Nah, I don't think so. He's been up and down in form, but I don't think he'll get dropped. If Markov comes back, it is confirmed he's in a relationship with Fly. Can we make finals? I think it's because I'm half Mauritian, Mick, which still doesn't make sense because maybe Mauritians are still hairy. I don't know. But I am not hairy. Side is hairy. Side is a hairy man. Besides his bonds, not so much. Thought he was Greek or something. Nah, Side Bottomopoulos. Imagine that. Let me spell that. Side Bottomopoulos. And he would be Stelios. What do we think about that? Are we happy with that? Stelios Side Bottomopoulos. That's his Greek alias. I like that. I'm happy with that one. I'm going to leave it there for a bit. Let it soak in. One more minute. Let me get Rouse. Big call. The GOAT Billy returns and starts forward and kicks 10 goals. Jeez. Sus. Don't know where that come from. I got you. I see what you're saying. Michael finds it funny. 10 goals. Lockie Schultz kick 5. All right, let me get the teams ready. AFL fixture. We are up to round 21, guys. Can you believe how fast the fucking season has gone past us? Like, it was February 2 days ago, and now it's the 1st of August. Wild. So wild. All right, about to swear if Mustache Man is in. Present, share screen, share. Okay. Shall we hit refresh? Nothing yet. It's 6:20. It's coming. Let me hit refresh again. Reports on Keane requesting a trade back to Collingwood firming up. Yeah, we spoke about that a couple months ago. It seems like it's something they're going to do. Refresh. All right. There it is. McCreary in. De Goey in. Billy Frampton in. Shall I zoom in? There we go. Billy Frampton in. Like I said, I think while Charlie Dean, I would have liked to have seen Charlie Dean in. I think with just the way the matchups are, I think Frampton, he just has to come in. He's going to play Mackay. Yeah. Harvey Harrison omitted as we had expected. Lockie Sullivan out. Will Parker out. Scott Pendlebury 400th. And Jack Martin's 150th, which is obviously sort of redundant when you're in a part of a game that is a 400-game milestone. I need to close some tabs because I feel like I'm getting a bit of delay here. Give me one sec. Quit. But yeah, some good ins to them. Jordan Boyd, a really good ball user. Blake Acres, a great winger. Harry Mackay, obviously, and Jack Martin is good. And they've dropped 3 players as of we. So there you go. Activity monitor. Come on, slow down for me. But yeah, Billy Frampton won't play forward. He'll be playing in the back line. That's for sure. To go in, sub. I think the sub, interesting. I think it could be, it's either Lipinski or Bytel. I'll put a poll in. How about that? Who will be the sub? I don't think it won't be Frampton. Who will be sub? Bytel or Lipinski? You tell me. You tell me. Who's it going to be? So, emergency is Lockie Sullivan, Harvey Harrison, Will Parker. Exactly the players that got dropped. So, that's that. Refresh. To Goey in, who thought that was a possibility? Yeah. Umpire's not confirmed, so hopefully no umpires not confirmed. So hopefully no Matty Nichols. Right? Bytel unlucky. Sub should be Lipinski. We need Bytel racking up positions. Lipinski was a sub in grand final. My fucking, I don't know why, but my Google Chrome is like doing this thing where it's just like glitching up now whenever I'm on the AFL website, or at least when I'm checking the teams. If I go back, like, is that normal? It's normal on this screen. That's fine. What game is important to Collingwood? Obviously, Collingwood need to win, right? I understand that and can appreciate that. But what do Collingwood need here? GWS versus Hawks is important to Collingwood, I would presume. Who have they got in and out? Lineups. Finn McInnes. Shock. Finn McInnes dropped. Shock. Jake Riccardi out. Okay. Really hope GWS get up there. I'd rather Stevic compared to Fisher. Yeah. We've got Essendon and Fremantle as well. Be nice for Essendon to lose for the sake of Collingwood. Jordan Ridley out injured again with the hip flexor. Nat Fyfe suspended. Caleb Sarong 100 games. Kyle Langford 150th game. Okay, big games. Do a poll to see how many Greeks in the chat. What's everyone saying about Bytel and? Okay, so 63% say Bytel. I think it'll be Bytel as well. Duke Labs says any game without Port and GWS winning is important. Port. If that Port are like out of the question, right? Like as far as like Collingwood aren't going to be able to take their spot, right? This game's relevant. This game is very relevant. I'll keep a close eye on that. Is that tomorrow? It is. There's 2 games tomorrow, isn't there? I wonder why is there 2 games? Is it this week or next week where there's 2 games? Fuck. Look, Western Bulldogs are definitely hitting their straps. Like, no changes. Adam Treloar, 250. Yeah, they're looking serious, the doggies. So there are 2 games Friday. I don't know why. Tell me why. Well, what are you talking about? We would love Hawks to win, no doubt. They'll make 8. Giants could miss out. I just don't think we're going to take the. Let's have a look at the ladder. All right, let's have a look at the ladder. Let's hash this one out. So we probably want Hawthorn to lose. Because look where they are, right? GWS are 2 games and percentage ahead of us. We're not taking GWS's spot. The only spot that is available is here. Here. This is the only spot that's up for grabs, realistically, for Collingwood. Because we're a game and percentage out of the 8. A game Yeah, a game and percentage out of the 8. That's the problem, right? So we want, who did we say the Bulldogs are versing again? Melbourne? It's not ideal for this week. It's not ideal for this week. But all we can do as a club is win. That's all we can do. Anyways, guys, I'm going to call it. We'll see you. We're going to do a pre-game show. We'll do the pre-game show. We'll do the post-game show. We'll go late into the night. Maybe we'll pop open a beverage all together. Win or lose, we'll have a beverage together. All right. I'll leave you guys with it, ladies and gentlemen. It's always a pleasure being with you guys. If you haven't liked the stream, please do so, and we'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.